What's up, YouTube land? Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully it's chill. And hopefully Pikachu.
Okay, so I did a lot off screen for one particular thing. So I ended the part last time with me not remembering where the coin case was for the gambling center. This guy gives it to us. And off screen I got enough coins for some stuff. And I did not want to show it on screen, but I got enough to get Porygon, and I got a couple of Hyper Beam TMs too.
Nice.
So I guess I'll do that real quick.
I forget. How do you get the whatchamacallits? How do you get the coins again?
I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
So in original Yellow, and I'm pretty sure this is the case, for some reason in the original Yellow they increased the cost of Porygon to like 9,999 or like 9,000, which is just another just like weird, baffling, annoying change that Yellow did for like no reason at all. But in this they made it normal.
Wait, you did not buy Porygon?
That was weird.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I definitely pushed A. No.
This game. Pokemon Box 3. And the other two Pokemon you can get other ways, right? It's only Porygon that...
Yeah, Dratini you can get in the Safari Zone.
Oh, I didn't even think about
And
it.
I'll show you how I can't really show you how I grinded it, because, I mean, I just did with speed up and Turbo A button, but I'll show that real quick. But first, we have to catch some Pokemon.
Let's go!
Oh, Doduo.
Will you
First
turn it up
try.
just a little? Like 2. I need to hear that.
Oh, I also turned down the speed up. It was at ×9, and now it's at ×5, so it won't be as obnoxiously chipmunky.
Okay. Well, why not spore him? Automatic sleep. Thank you.
It really is just insane.
I mean, if you're going to catch Pokemon, you have to have Parasect.
I was looking at the list of Pokemon that have Spore up to Gen 9, 1,000 Pokemon later, and it's like a total of like 15 Pokemon, and
wow.
Every single one is... It's either a mushroom-based Pokemon, or... It's basically only for mushroom-type Pokemon, and all of them have like either extremely low speed, or have debilitating abilities that make them worse because they have Spore. Like, in Gen 9, they added a new version of Tentacruel called Toadskruel, and it's like a land-walking toad Tentacruel. And they added an ability to specifically make it so if you use a status move, it has negative priority. So despite it having actually pretty good speed, they specifically were like, okay, this thing has Spore, we have to give it an ability that makes it terrible. Which is pretty funny.
Free 5,000?
Although there are Pokemon that are extremely good with Spore, even to this day. One of the most infamous ones is a Pokemon called Amoonguss. It looks like it kind of has like a theme of a Pokeball, and it's a big mushroom.
It's literally Among Us, the game.
Yeah.
Among Us. It just has a big butt and one eye.
And it's a very annoying Pokemon because it's like, it's really slow, like every other mushroom Pokemon, but it is really good and competitive, and just is really annoying to deal with. Okay, so to get coins, you have to play the slot machine. So one annoying thing about this is that every single time, I literally looked up a video about this to figure out like how to like game the system, and apparently when you enter the game corner, it chooses one of these random machines to be the lucky machine, and it's a random variable, but oftentimes it's this one, because this one's ID number 1, and because of some broken mathematics, some of the later ones in the top left are never the lucky ones. So if you do the bottom right one, it's usually a little bit better. But basically, I mean, you just go in, and you just bet some coins, do some slots.
Is there skill involved with this? Oh my god.
Is it right after the bar? No. But yeah, I mean, all I did was I just did Turbo A, and then I did Unbounded Speed Up, which approached 6,000 FPS, which I think is times 100. And I literally just like ran it for like 30 minutes. So that's why my play time's like 15 hours now.
My God. You can't have a fight inside the gambling place.
Yeah, you can.
Also, gambling is cool, kids. Do it.
Whipping Pokemon's also cool.
Go to dude, pachinko machines look so cool, but they are so loud that, my God, like...
Yeah, because just a bunch of metal balls.
And obviously a lot of, like, electronic noises, too, so it's just like... And it's just like I
this.
couldn't. It's like that, except for everywhere around you. It's just like, I love arcades, but, like... And I know there's a psychology to why they do it, but all arcades are so freaking loud. And I think they do that to, like, make you make poor decisions because you're just, like, so overwhelmed. But, like, I would stay longer if they were less hot and less freaking loud. Just me personally. Sorry, arcade bros out there. We're like, hey, I'm from the mafia of arcades. I'm gonna take you down.
The mafia arcades.
Hey, what? What do you know about it? Dang.
I'm telling Game Freak, I'm telling Mom. He said the D word.
Hey. How did he get there? It does make logical sense.
Actually, I'm gonna do the gym first.
It does make logical sense that there would be something nefarious going on at a gambling place. Like Rocket is hidden behind the...
If you talk to a bunch of the NPCs, they'll like lament about how the game corner is making like Celadon worse.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Dude, that's how I felt. There was a Game of Chance place on Main Street in Ephrata. It was at 2 separate locations, and so it's essentially like a gambling den. And I was like, why did Ephrata allow this? First of all, I was like honestly surprised that they like okayed it.
I think
because I specifically remember when CIB opened, our original landlord John, older gentleman who was like, you know, very well known and awesome, had to like talk to the borough council to like get us approved because they were like, oh, they're gonna have a couple arcade machines. We don't want no ne'er-do-wells to be hanging around or whatever. And I'm like, what? But then, I mean, that was, 15 years ago. But then they're like, yeah, gambling places, it's fine. I'm just glad they closed down. I have a feeling it's because they did not do well.
I mean, with them nationwide, or most states, making it sports bet legaling, or sports betting legal,
yeah.
I think the government is just desperate for tax revenue.
Yeah,
they are just so negative across the board. Alright, I want to use one of my hyper beams.
It just sucks, because I don't like it. And, like, it just leads to bad things. It's just like, man, regardless of where you live, I guarantee there are a ton of smoke shops near you, regardless of where you are. And Ephrata has, like, I counted it the other week, I think like 5 or 6 in our zip code, and like another one opening up, and they're like all within like, I don't know, a couple mile radius of each other. And man, they must be just the most profitable thing in the entire world to just have like one and up our main road 322 and another one like 3 miles down the road. It must be something where they just print money.
And they're also probably pretty cheap to open.
Yeah, that as well. Because all you have to really do is... Dude, there's one near Walmart. It's across the street from Walmart where a little bar used to be. And it has the brightest lights I've ever seen in my life.
It's like we're at Vegas, dude.
Yeah. It's so unbelievably bright. It's crazy. Look at my grass Pokemon.
But yeah, all those gambling dens are just like, I mean, they mathematically have solved it that no matter what happens, they always make money, so...
I think the most amazing thing about casinos in general is, like, they can kick you out at any point for any reason. So, like, you can win and be good at whatever game it is, like blackjack or poker or whatever, and they're going to be like, yeah, you won too much. Get out.
Yep, it's
and you can lose your entire life savings. You can lose millions of dollars, and they're like, that's fine. But then,
I mean, those sports betting apps do, like, ban people if they win too much.
It's true, yes.
They lower their betting. It's like they basically shadow ban them where they, like, reduce their maximum, like, betting size to, like, $1.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, well... It's
so what happens, and I know this for an absolute fact, is a lot of people will use friends who will create accounts for them, and then they'll be like, yo, bet for me, and I'll give you, like, you know, a cut of it. So they'll have, like, big bettors will have, like, 20 accounts, like 20 friends with 20 with an account. And they'll, like, funnel the money through that and be like, you know, hey, I'll give you 20% of my winnings if you just literally put the bet in for me. And it's like, I mean, that's their job, so it is what it is, but it's also like, man, that is just so much work for the gambling sites to be like, no. Also, apparently most sports betting things are not profitable yet. Surprisingly, because they spend so much money on advertising. That's the big thing. I mean,
it is.
How many times have you seen a like DraftKings commercial and it's like LeBron and Kevin Hart, two people that would not be cheap to get on it? You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're like the AAA of AAA.
I guess they're just trying to, before like more regulations get passed, they want people to get addicted, so they're like spending as much money as possible in advertising. I'm going to guess that's what they're trying to do.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure I was watching a video where I don't know if any of them are profitable yet, and it's just because everything they make they're like constantly putting into just getting everywhere, and I kind of hate it as a sports fan. Like, I miss when sports betting was like something that casinos were like, oh yeah, we'll do this, whatever.
I was watching a video on that the most paid player in the MLB, that Asian guy,
Otani.
His drama around his like translator being addicted to sports betting and getting into huge trouble, and he had to get fired, and like they had to do like a big press conference about being like about it, and like people are like, oh, the games are rigged now, and that's a legitimate worry for like games like that. It's like, there's just so much money involved, even with like these contracts of people being paid millions of dollars. It's like still something that you have to worry about.
I mean, it's super fair, and like as a fan, you know, what it used to be, the NFL was like,
get out of the way, Pikachu. Why are the trees? Oh, okay, that's weird. That's a weird interaction.
But it used to be the NFL was like, no, like if you did any sort of betting, they're like, you're banned for the year or for life, and now they're like, everything presented by DraftKings.
Dude, the video I was watching brought up an example of, there was a coach that wasn't even doing football, and he did a March Madness bracket where he betted like $50 with his personal friends, and the team or the NCAA found that out, and like he immediately got fired as a coach, and then he sued, and then he won the lawsuit, so that's cool. But
I mean, that's fair. Oh my god, you were going to be asleep for 1,000,000 years because of bind. But yeah, it's
actually, in this context, bind and sleep is a bad move, because you will wake up from the sleep in the middle of the bind.
But yeah, it's obviously ridiculous, and for the people that look at it and go, hey, this sport is definitely rigged, coming out and then being like, everything's brought to you by DraftKings and whatever, is like, yeah, well, you're not making it easier.
Yeah.
For people not to say that, and I don't know. It just it sucks, and it does make sports tougher, because I don't watch any pregame stuff anymore because it's all about betting, and I'm like, oh god.
It just seems like everything, it's not just sports, it just seems like everything is like racing to make as much money as possible, regardless of the overwhelmingly long-term repercussions. And
So-
it's like, what is this crap?
I've been watching a lot of stuff on debt people have and such, and I think the average American has like, I don't want to misquote the number, but it's like $8,000 in credit card debt, not even including like student loans and such things. And I've been watching so many videos where people will do compilations of people on TikTok, and granted, people on TikTok are generally not Einsteins, but they're the average person. I'm also not saying I'm smart. I'm very stupid, but I'm also not on TikTok. And they'll literally have these videos where they're like, I really want to go on this trip, so screw it. I don't even care. I'm putting it on my credit card, and I'm never going to pay it back. YOLO, I don't care. And I'm like, man. And the crazy part is, so things coming out in the economy will be like, oh yeah, the economy's doing great. Look how much money's being spent. And I'm like, dude, this is a huge house of cards, because that is going to fall at some point, because so much of the money that's making the stock market constantly go up, and the stock market is constantly going up. I love Pikachu being able to fly, by the way.
Yeah,
it is built on
when I brought that up
cards.
When I brought that up last time about how Pikachu might be able to learn surf, Spencer was like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's like, no, definitely the ROM hack creator saw flying Pikachu with the balloons and surfing Pikachu, and he definitely made it so that Pikachu can learn them.
But anyway, so there's, just to finish off, there's so many people who are like, I literally don't give a crap. And it's not just one person, it's a lot of people, and younger people who are and the way they look at it, and I understand it, is they're like, okay, well, I'm priced out of owning a house, I'm priced out of being able to put stuff into investments, I'm priced out of this, I'm priced out of that, so screw it. I'm not going to play your stupid rigged dumb game. I'm just going to put everything on a credit card. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to default on it. I'm going to go bankrupt. It's only 7 years, and I'm going to start it again. There are so many people that have that that viewpoint, and I'm like, dude, if that becomes a prevailing thing, PP up. If that becomes a prevailing thing, the entire U.S. economy, and honestly the world economy, is like a house of cards that everyone would be like, look how much people are spending money. This is great. Stock price goes up. Great. And then just it's going to be like the 2008 housing crash, except for just in general with the economy, that it's going to be bad. So if you are listening to this and you can save any money for anything, I would suggest doing that. That is just my opinion.
But number won't go up then.
If you are a CEO watching this, which I know you all are, it's okay if for a quarter or two, number doesn't go up. It's okay.
No!
There is no such thing as unlimited...
Oh, come on.
There's no such thing as unlimited gains.
And I got crit.
Of course. So please, Mr. CEO... You can be honest with your people and be like, hey, number went down a little, but we're not going to let go of 20% of the force. You can do it. You can do it.
Number goes up and they still lay off 20% of their force.
Also true.
Because it makes the number go up even more.
I mean, that's the easiest thing for them to, if they're like, oh man, our numbers aren't quite what we expect them to be. How can we lose some fat? They're like, oh yeah, just let go of employees and then make the other employees do just as much or even more.
Yeah.
So it sucks. So
that's why
don't be stupid.
That's why I hate when companies report their what do they call it? Productivity ratios. And it's like, you piece of crap. So all you're doing is that you're just offloading work that normally was a different role that you hired someone else. Now you're just making one guy do two things. Oh, but productivity goes up. It's like, screw you. Stop making everyone's lives horrible.
Everything's so complicated that there's no one number that will explain everything. So when people are like, it doesn't matter who's in office, they'll look at it and they'll be like, oh, the unemployment rate's only 4%. So that is very misleading because that only tells you who literally does not have a job. It doesn't tell you people who are working really crappy jobs that can't get by. That doesn't count.
You could also just be Chad China and just stop reporting on it when it looks too bad. That's literally what they
Does
do.
nothing wins. Dang it, China.
It was like youth unemployment rate was like around like it was like hovering near like 20% or 15%, which is like horrible. And then the CCP was just like, "Oh, we're just gonna stop reporting on it."
My God.
What a god.
I was watching something on how a lot of average boomers are like not able to retire, and I simply have no sympathy because, you know, they did grow up and live their adult life at like the easiest time in general, and economically at least. Like, there are a lot of things are better now in terms of technology and medicine and whatever, but the easiest time technology, and I'm like, bro, if then you failed. Like, you shouldn't have gotten the second house. You shouldn't have
just
gotten
in terms
that
of being able to work like just a non like higher education job and being like, yeah, this is enough to afford a house. It's like, screw you, boomers.
I mean, it just is what it is. It's like you could literally. I mean, our dad told us many stories of people who like went to high school and then got a job at like the factory down the street and worked there for like 40 years, and it was like, you know, it's not like the most glamorous thing ever, but it was enough to have like a family, a house, go on vacation once a year, all that stuff. Easily.
Hello, Thunderbolt.
And what do you take out? The Thunder Shock? Or Thunder Punch? You can always teach it cut again if you have to.
And especially they made it so you can teach over HMs in this, so you don't have to go to the move deleter, which is like such an archaic thing that went for the longest time was like an annoying thing in Pokemon. It's like, why? Why can't I teach over HM moves? Cut is pretty worthless.
Do you ever use Thunder Wave?
I'll just reteach
Cut. But and obviously it makes it tough for everyone because it used to be that like when people got older they would retire, or unfortunately, quite frankly, they would just die. And now people are living longer, which is fine. But, like, they're living longer, and they're also like, oh, man, I forgot. I worked for the last 40 years, and I didn't save anything. It's like, what is your problem? And then, of course, the people who are coming in who are younger who are like, yeah, I'm real excited that I get to go out and go into the workforce or whatever. And then boomers are like, yeah, but we're just not going to ever retire, so I'm not sure what you do. And, like, boomers and Gen X and all that were like, they were part of the thing. Our generation got it the most, where every single person... I was told many times during school, many times, that if you didn't go to college, you were essentially a failure. I was told that many times.
yeah, it was... Especially during... I mean, college for all is still being pushed, but it's...
CTC, or like going into the trades, was essentially pushed for the kids who didn't go good at school. It was like... If you were a kid who wasn't, like, super bright at school, it was like, well, I guess you can go be an electrical, an electrician or whatever. And it was like a fallback kind of thing.
Yeah, trade, even for my class, the trade school were just seen as, like, the lesser kids.
It's like, oh, you're dumb, so you go to trade school or whatever. And obviously the Gen X and Boomers were the ones who pushed it, like, well, you gotta go to college or else you're dumb. And you're not going to go anywhere. And then obviously people found out that, like, it was like a ton of money in with varying results. And now I'm seeing a lot of yay! Now I'm seeing a lot of people, younger people. I mean, younger than me, like Gen Alpha and Zoomers and stuff, being like, yeah, I don't think I want like $250K in debt. Sorry, kind of thing. And at least that's cool. The only thing that sucks is the Boomers are still not retiring. So those Gen Alpha can move in and be like, hey, can I have a job? And it's like, yeah, I would retire, but I just didn't save any money for the past 40 years. It's like, oh. Well, it's like, what'd you spend it on? Like, people nowadays are like, oh, I spent it on, like, rent and groceries. It's like, Oh yeah, we went on a Carnival cruise 3 times a year.
Yeah, it's like vacation,
it's
like once every other month.
It's like, oh, cool. And you didn't like, instead of doing a vacation 3 times a year, you only did it once a year, and you saved some money. It's like, oh no. And it's like, oh, would you think you were gonna like die at 30? It's like, oh, I didn't think about it. Like, cool.
That is cool.
There's in the new King of the Hill, which by the way is really good. I watched the newest season and I really enjoyed it. Some episodes are excellent, some are very good. It's kind of the same as like a normal season. Hank is retired, and one of the big things that he goes through is like, finding purpose. Because he was just like, he is like the dude who's like finds purpose through work. And he's trying to find purpose otherwise. And Ferris was watching with me, and he was like, wow, Dad, Hank Hill's like the opposite of you. You want to retire like immediately. And I was like, yeah, dude, that would be the best. Like, I would be happy if it was like, you can retire tomorrow. I'd be like, okay, bye. I have a bunch of hobbies I like. I have like 1,000 video games I want to play and catch up on. You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. Whereas, like, Hank is much more of, like, I guess he would be Gen X. That's like, well, my work is me. That's what I am, kind of thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a crap. I would be fine.
By the way, I played from this file for a good bit to see just how good Polyrath is. He is so bad. Polyrath is so bad. I think I'm just... How did... I guess he used stand attack.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how do you miss friggin' Bubble Beam?
But yeah, like, Polyrath, like, gets amnesia, but he doesn't get amnesia until, like, level, like, 48 or something.
Damn!
And it's like, it's not worth it. Like, the problem with fighting type in the first couple gens is that fighting type moves are so bad. Like, the best fighting type move in this game is submission, which is, like, trash. Like, Karate Chop is, like, one of the better ones, which is, like, a base 50 power move. And even in Gen 2, they added Cross Chop, which is like a 100 base power move, but it only had an 80% rate accuracy. And it's like, for the first... It's funny now, because fighting is so, like, ungodly good that they had to nerf it. But being a fighting type, especially when there's so many psychics and they're all amazing, it's like, it's zero fun.
Are there some moves that literally never, ever, ever miss? That are like 100%, always hit?
A lot of moves, like Thunderbolt and Surf and stuff, always hit. Oh, unless you mean, like, without damage or accuracy calculations, the only move like that is Swift.
Wait, what do you mean, accuracy?
Like, there's moves that cannot miss no matter what, and...
That's kind of what I meant. Even if they use Sand Attack on you 10 times.
Yeah, it's just Swift, though.
Just Swift. Okay.
There's also moves that also don't miss, like, there's a lot of newer moves like that, like Vacuum Wave, which is like a fighting type move, can't miss. But that is assuming that they're not, like, underground or in the air from fly, where Swift will hit them no matter what.
Okay. What is the move that has, like, the least percentage of hitting? At least, like, for the early gens.
Dynamic Punch is a 100% confusion fighting move, but it has a 50% accuracy. And Zap Cannon is, like, the same thing, but with paralysis, which is 50%.
Well, and when you have...
The other ones that are... Oh, yeah, right, Cuban. No, don't die, Pikachu, please! Okay.
When you have a...
the other
Spore,
moves...
and that does it anyway.
The other moves that have intentionally very low accuracy are all the one-hit KO moves, like Horn Drill and Guillotine, and what's the Earth one called? Fissure? Sheer Cold is the Ice one. But those moves exist. I mean, I literally picked up the TM for Horn Drill, this LP. But there was a glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch, but there's a manipulation you can do where if you use an X accuracy in the middle of battle, it makes Horn Drill basically 100% hit move, which I think is what they do.
I think they do it for the speed run.
Yeah.
No wonder they use X accuracies. I also see they use X special a lot, which makes sense.
The X moves are really, really good in this. That's why they nerfed them in Legacy. Like, they're rare, you can't buy them too much, and they cost like 4,000 apiece.
Makes sense. Yeah, because I think in the battle against Red, in Pokemon Gold, I think the first 4 moves are like X accuracy and 3X specials, I think. Don't quote me on the exact one, but it's using a bunch of X.
Each X move that you do, it's like ×2 attack, ×3 attack, ×4. So it just depends on like what rolls they need to hit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the X items like make Pokemon speedruns possible. It's like fighting red on the top of Mount Silver and gold and like all those speedruns. It would be next to impossible without the X items.
How does Graveler get paralyzed?
Wow, this is super annoying. So I'm paralyzed and he's gonna Sam substitute. You piece of crap.
Oh my god. Wait,
especially because I'm paralyzed. Like
that takes some damage.
Yeah, it takes to put up a substitute. It takes 25% of your health.
Oh, okay.
Such a dreadful twerp. They said the thing.
One of my favorite Pokemon cards that I own is a PSA 10 first edition Here Comes Team Rocket from it's not even that expensive of a card, surprisingly, for a first edition PSA 10 from the original Rocket set. But I love that card.
It seems like in general people don't really like trainer cards.
Yeah. And it sucks because those are the ones that can generally get like the highest grades. Like I have multiple 10 trainer ones. During the Gym Challenge and Gym Heroes one where they would just have like Erica or Brock or whatever or Giovanni. I have multiples of those.
Talking about Giovanni.
Hey! But like no one cares about him.
Oh, that's all you have to say? Nothing about you're not going to monologue for 10 minutes? Look at him. He doesn't have a neck.
What he was going to say is, we're not so different, you and I. Wait, what? You're like a 45-year-old Italian guy, and I'm like a 13, like a 10-year-old girl.
I think they're all. I think all the Pokemon protagonists are 10.
We're not so different, you and I. Wait, we couldn't possibly be more different. No. It's good.
Don't confuse me. Okay. Hey, one of the few times where fighting moves are good.
Oh! I'm being Poliwrath. Oh! I can't wait to hear wee-oo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God! Do we get to the, Safari Zone today?
Probably not. I do have to do Pokemon Tower.
I honestly always forget, like, where stuff is in Gen 1. Like, I know Safari Zone is somewhere in the middle, but, like, I never really know.
I'm going to try, because stopping right before Safari Zone would be really nice so I can, like, practice and, like, figure out what to do. But I just feel as if it's going to take way too long.
Wee-oo. Dude,
what the crap? Why did he use Bubble Beam? Why did he proc Bubble Beam when Poliwrath was out? That doesn't make any sense.
Based.
They literally just read my inputs.
Based.
Honestly,
Alright, Giovanni...
I'm going to spore you to death, idiot.
Giovanni has some, like, honestly pretty cool Pokemon.
Explain to me why he used Bubble Beam when Poliwrath is out.
Explain to me. Explain to me!
Yeah, get cheesed, idiot. You don't deserve a fair fight.
Persian, no! If Meowth in the show ever, evolved...
What?! This cannot be!
Would he, lose the ability to talk? Would he just go, "Meow," at that point?
What'd you say again?
If Meowth, in the show ever evolved, would he lose the ability to talk?
I mean, the way that he learns how to talk is just the most random crap
I don't think I even know.
It's like he just like listened to humans talk.
Very cool.
For like years or whatever.
No Pokemon's ever done that before. If that was the case, every Pokemon would be able to talk. Should have said magic or something. Been like, it was literally magic.
Literally magic.
Wee-oo.
Of course my Graveler's dead. Also, I'm gonna get rid of Nidoking because he's just not... It's just not good.
It's Jover. Who are you replacing him with?
Probably Tauros and Starmie.
Oh, that's